What if I told you that forex trading is all about maths? It's all about mathematics. Like all you just need to do is not a strategy. Like you do not need a 100% win rate strategy to be profitable as a forex trader. You only need to understand how mathematics works. You only need to understand how to apply mathematics to forex trading in order to be a profitable trader. How do you become a profitable trader using maths? Like just understanding how mathematics works. How can you become a profitable trader? So the first thing is to think professionally. Okay, professional traders. Why do you think professional traders are always profitable every single month? Why do you think they're always profitable? Because they trade professionally. They think professionally. They don't try to flip their account from $10 to $1,000. That's how gamblers think, right? This is a business. Professional traders see forex trading as a business. Now, let me ask you this question. If you start up a business, maybe you start up the business with $1,000 or you start up a business with $100, do you expect to get that $100 in just 1 week or that $1,000 back in just 1 week? Come on, it's unreasonable, right? Yes. So you need to think professionally. Forex traders who are trading with a large capital, they think professionally. They do not try to flip the account from $10,000 to $20,000 in just 1 month or 1 week. Okay, they risk only 1% of their account, which brings me to my next point. This is even the main reason why I said that forex trading is all about math. So if every time you trade it goes against you, you lose 1% of your account, and every time you trade and it goes in your direction, you get 2 or 3% of your account, depending on the market structure and how where you spot your setup and all of that. Do you need to be right every single time? Of course not. You don't need to be right every single time to be profitable. As an example, if you take 10 trades, and you were able to win just 5 of those trades with a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, you lost 5 trades, meaning you lost 5% of your account. You won 5 trades, meaning you won 10% of your account. Match that together, you are still at the profit of 5%. Are you getting me? So if you take 10 trades, if you have a strategy that has a 50% win rate, you can still add 5% to your account. So basically, you do not need to be right every single time. You do not need a 100% win rate strategy to be profitable as a forex trader. What you need is discipline. You need to be disciplined to stick to risking only 1% of your account per trade to get 2%. Like if you do not see 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, do not take the trade. Do not take the trade. Like, let me give you another example. Imagine there's someone with a 90% win rate strategy. Like every 9 times he takes a trade, he wins, and only 10% losses. Do you know that there's still a possibility for this person to lose, to end up with a drawdown by end of the month? Do you know that there's a possibility? Now let me explain this. Imagine that you took a trade. Your first trade, you just funded your account, and your first trade, you risk 50% of your account. Okay, it's your money, so you risk 50% of your account. And guess what? It goes against you. It goes against you, and you lose 50% of your account. Now on the next trade, you're like, oh, I don't want to risk all 50% now. Let me be conservative, and then you risk only like maybe 1 or 2%. Even though it goes in your direction 9 more times, do you think you can cover up that 50% that you've lost? The answer is no. So you need to trade using the proper risk management. Like this is so important. Forget about having a 100% win rate strategy. Focus on 1:2. And the next thing I want to tell you, and this is something that personally I was doing this, like personally I've made this mistake. Like always I've been making this mistake, but right now I've corrected myself, and that is to always journal your trades. Like, this is so important, but guess what? 90% of traders, they do not journal the trade. They are just like,
He's got my direction, man.
they buy
Oh, it's gonna against me.
and they close the trade. But guess what this is doing? This way, if you're trading this way, you get random results. So guys, journal your trades. Okay, to get statistical data, you need to journal your trades and see, what did I do here? How many percent did I lose here? Track down every single thing that you do. Track down every trade that you take in order to see, okay, this is where I made a mistake. This is what I did wrong. This is why I failed here. Because guess what? Every time you lose when trading Forex, it's an opportunity for you to learn something. So if you're not journaling your trades, guess what? You're just going to be getting random results. Like I was getting. Thank God now I'm journaling my trades. Oh, thank God. So start journaling your trades. It's really important. Start journaling your trades. One thing I want you to understand is that as a Forex trader, you need to think long term. You need to think what? Long term. Stop trying to double your account. Stop trying to double your account. Start thinking long term. Now, what do I mean by thinking long term? If you have a large capital, if you're trading with a large amount of money, 1% or 2% of that money is really, really huge. For instance, let's say you are trading with a $10,000 account. 1% of $10,000 is what? $100. Can you see now? Can you see? So, trying to double $10,000 is like insane. You just one trade, you want to double $10,000. If it goes against you, you lost $10,000 or you lost $5,000 if you're using 50% of that account. So think long term, right? Think long term. Like if you're consistently getting 10% of $10,000, you can double that account in what? In a space of 10 months. Now, if you're trading a $500,000 account, just 1% is what? Is what? 1% is $5,000. If you're trading a $500,000 account, 1% of that is what? $5,000. So if you lose $5,000, you know it's really large. So stop trying to flip your account. Start thinking of what? Long-term growth. Let it be exponential. Have an exponential growth. Have an exponential growth mindset over the long term, not short-term growth. Because if you're thinking short-term, you're more likely to blow up your account. So guys, the fourth thing I want to tell you is to avoid greed, okay? Avoid greed. And how can you avoid greed? The best way to avoid greed is to always set like your target. Always set your target. When are you entering the market? What are you aiming for? And when should you leave the trade? At what point are you going to exit the trade? That's how you avoid greed. Okay? Whether it's going in your direction or not, before you enter the trade, always know when you are going to exit that trade. Because if you do not know when you are going to exit the trade, it's going to go in your direction. In many cases, it will go in your direction, but guess what is going to happen? Greed will not allow you to take profit. Greed will not allow you to take profit. You will see profits, but greed will not allow you to take it. And guess what is going to happen? You are going to lose. It's going to go back and hit your stop loss. Okay? So always know your target. Whether your target is halfway of where the market is going to, set it. Once it gets to that point, get out of the market, exit the trade. Most people are trading with a very small capital. So in most cases, they want to flip the account from $100 to $200, from $300 to $1 million. I don't know. I don't know if that is possible. But the best way to avoid greed is to get yourself a funded account. Like with $100, you can get a $10,000 funded account. Okay, with 200 and something dollars, you can get a $25,000 funded account to trade forex. Of course, there are some rules you need to meet. You need to pass their tests, their challenges. So the best way to avoid greed is to get yourself a funded account, guys. Like it's really important you get yourself a funded account. That's like the best way to avoid greed. Okay? So I'm going to drop a link in the description of this video to a funded account. Check it out. Check it out and get yourself a funded account and start trading for it. Lastly, before you go, check out this playlist that's going to help you succeed as a forex trader. I revealed all the secrets that I've been using to become a profitable trader. So click on this playlist and check it out.